guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another podcast. Today is the 10th of November. It is Monday. So I record on a Monday and my podcasts go live on a Wednesday morning. So hello, hi, how is everybody? I hope you all had a lot of crafty time over October and spooky crafting or whatever you did. Even if you don't like Halloween and stuff like that. I did. I really enjoyed it. So if you want to go and see anything, I did Vlogtober. If you are new here from today's video. And I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. I did get quite an influx over Vlogtober. And I think most of the time people do get a few more subscribers because with a vlog series, you get a bit more of behind the scenes of the person or the channel and stuff. And I really enjoy doing vlogs and that, but there was no weekly vlog. You would have seen my little catch-up video. I just got a bit vlogged out, I think, by the end of October. But anyway, today is my podcast. I've 8 whips to talk about. It's a mixture of knitting and cross stitch. I have 2 cross stitch whips, which what I'm going to do is just go through them as they come out. So I know a lot of people are not interested in the cross stitch stuff, but please bear with me. There's not a lot and I'll try and be a bit quicker with what I'm saying. But please leave down below if you are interested in the cross stitch stuff, because it's what I'm enjoying at the moment and I just want to share what I enjoy. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it is linked below. It's _deardesigns_. I am on Facebook. There is a Facebook group for this channel. I've been a bit quiet over the last month, I want to say, just doing Vlogtober. I feel like I repeat myself a lot where I'm showing stuff on YouTube and then sharing it on Facebook as well, where with doing podcasts a little bit different. I don't know, but there is a Facebook group. On my personal Facebook, I don't have many crafty friends, followers, whatever you want to call it. I try and keep that a little bit more personal, but go follow me over on Instagram. I share more on Instagram than anywhere else, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that's that. Is there anything else? I need to slow down, Denise. Is there anything else that I need to say at the top? I don't think so. Right, so I have decided to choose my projects for the month and work on them. And I am using this bag here to put my whips in. Now, these are the ones that I haven't worked on yet. This is the first podcast of the month. Yes. But I have worked on 8 things, which is quite good going. So we've got the rest of the month to work on the other 4, which are 3 cross stitch and 1 knitting project in this bag. So we will get to those eventually. And I have worked on 8 things. I've really enjoyed just putting stuff in that box or that bag, picking it out as I want to work on it. I am doing temperature crafting again. I did start last Monday. I feel really hot. I'm wearing my Whitmore, by the way. I have got the window open, so if there's any outside noise, I do apologise. It's been really mild here, but I thought I would put my Whitmore on today. I'm really enjoying it. It's the first time I've actually worn it properly, because I did go to wear it last week, but I had a t-shirt on and the t-shirt was quite close to my neck and I don't like it when I can see it. So today I've just got like a vest top. You don't need to know all this. Shall we get on with the first project? Right, if there is any rambling in between, I do apologise. I am filming on my phone, so I won't get cut off at half an hour, hopefully. And we'll just go from there. If there is any before pictures, I will put them in. Any pictures of the actual project or like the finished project, I'll put that in if I haven't got it here. Just the normal really. So the first project is living in a pickle lily bag. Yes, it's a ghosty bag, but I don't care. And this is my Rough Road hat. I will put a picture in of the finished object, and I did this for my my temperature crafting for Monday, but I also worked on it before that as well because I wanted to get I think I worked on it on Tuesday as well, because it is only a hat and I would like it finished. So this is my progress. Sorry about the light, I've got the big light on. It's very grey outside, so colours might not come up perfectly, but you'll get the gist, I'm sure. So this is my progress. I'm using a DK sock set for this, and I did run out of the 20-gram mini before the end of the rib, but I thought that's okay because this is going to be folded up anyway, like so, or probably a little bit more, and then this will be the hat. So this is like a bobble stitch hat. I absolutely love this, and I'm not sure whether to put a hole in the top, so do the decreases to a certain amount and then put a hole in the top so I can wear it with my hair up. What do you guys think? I just think this yarn is so pretty, and I don't think it's going to be, let's try and get it so you can see it a bit better. I don't think it's going to be a slouchy hat. It's going to be more of a beanie. I don't think, oh, I can get it on with this needle in. It's a bigger needle than I was hoping that I would be able to use, but this is what it looks like. It's probably a bit too much folded. So I haven't got much, but I really am enjoying it. It's just a broken rib, so it's a free pattern. So basically it's 2x2 rib for 3 rounds of plain knit, and then 2x2 rib again, but moving your stitches over by 2. I'm sure you get the idea. So yeah, I'm not sure. The yarn that I've used for this is Hedgerow Yarns, and it's their Winter Berries and Contrast. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this was yarn that I got from my friend Sally when we did an advent swap, and this was the main skein, or the main like day 25 that I got. I absolutely love it, and I've wanted to do a hat ever since I got it. I didn't want to make socks with it because it was too pretty. So that is number 1, and I do want to finish this because I feel like it's like, look at the state of my hair now. It's a mini goal, not a mini goal, but because it's quite a small project, I thought I could get this done. I have actually worked on socks as well. Let me go and get those. I found another project too. So let me show you these quickly because why not? It don't really matter what order. So while Ian has been on nights, when he goes to work, I'll get into bed and I'll put the telly on. Instead of being in here, I'll get comfy in bed, put the telly on, and I've decided to do a little bit of crafting instead of doom scrolling on my phone. So I have got packs of this yarn, which is Aldi yarn that my sister gave me a long time ago, and I was like, I'm gonna do something for the boys because I've got 2 packs of this yarn. It's 500 grams, 10 by 50 grams. And I was like, what can I do? I don't really want to do them a rainbow top. I don't think they'll wear that. But they love blankets. Now, I've decided to do this one corner to corner, and I'm going to, it's very creased, I'm going to use one of each ball to increase, and then I'm going to use one of each ball to decrease. It's not going to be massive, it's just going to be like a little cozy lap blanket for them. Obviously they're only small, and I was thinking of giving them these when my sister has the baby, just for something, so they have got something to snuggle up under or share with the baby or whatever. Now I don't know whether to do them different but the same, or completely different. So I've done this one starting with the red and then going down into the blue. I don't know whether to do the next one starting with the green, because Mikey loves red and Ollie loves green. So then they can differentiate whose is who. So I'm just plodding along with this. Ian is actually on days this week, so I don't know how much of this I'll get done over the next couple of weeks, but it doesn't take long. Corner to corner crochet, it doesn't take long, and I can knock these out pretty quickly if it's all I sort of work on. I might even sort of say to myself, right, get a couple of rows in every couple of days or something. I don't know how I'm going to work this yet, but that is the plan for this project. I am using a 4mm hook. It's a hook that I don't know if you'll see, but my niece bought me, and it's actually got my name on it. She got them personalised. I don't know how well you can see that. Anyway, 4mm hook, and yeah, haven't really got much else to say about that one. So let's put that hook back into that project, as it's living up the side of my bed, just in this bag. The next thing, the socks. So I ordered the Halloween yarn from Mousewitch Yarns. It came in this absolutely lovely bag. I think it is amazing. I love the colours. And the yarn is this here. And I started knitting these on a 10-inch circular. So a Knit Pro, I've got the thing here, Knit Pro Mindful. They are 10-inch instead of the 9-inch circulars. It's very long because I realised that my tension was huge with the circular. As you can see, the yarn has changed, like the way that it's striping, pulling, and you can probably see the difference in size from the leg to the foot. So I have got the heel in. I've used the contrast just out of my stash. I did try this on yesterday. I love it. I love it so much. So this does fit all the way up my leg. Or I can scrunch it down and it's like a leg warmer. So yeah, I am at the toe. I just need to put in the toe, and the colour that I'm choosing for the toe, because I didn't want it to be the same, is this one here. These are just out of stash, these minis. So I'm gonna have a toe in this colour, and on the other sock I'm gonna alternate. So yeah, that is my socks. I am using a Knit Pro Zing for these, 2.5 on the foot, 2.5 on, yeah, 2.5 on the leg as well. But just look at the difference in the way the yarn's working up just because of your tension. But I love this, the way it's striping. In a way, I wish I could cut that now, but I wish that I had put the yarns in 50-gram balls so I could start the next one as soon as I had the heel done. But yeah, this I might cast this on this week because I'm going somewhere at the weekend. More about that later. So yeah, that is my sock. I do have other socks on the go, and I'm thinking of changing these needles because they're a pain. The postman's at the door. I don't think it's for us. So yeah, that is my socks, and these live just underneath the table. Like, we've got a shelf on the bottom of the table and they live there because then I can just pick them up. So I do want to do the toe. I might do the toe today, and then I can get the second one cast on. Sorry about the siren in the background. Okay, so the next thing I want to show is, I've got everything on my diary. The next thing I want to show is a cross stitch. So this is my Everything is Better with a Little Magic. I will put a picture of where I was, because I did remember to take a picture of where I was. I have got it in a frame. I'm doing this on a I think this might be a 14 count Aida. These are my colours. I am using my little wooden floss drops for this, and a few, like I've got one that's on a 3D printed floss drop, and then I've just got the black on a bobbin. So my progress on this for this week, I worked on this twice, and this was my temperature crafting. I did 234 stitches on this. Just fold it up so there's no glare at the back. So I've got this in a little, it's not a nurge, but it's a nurge type hoop. And I started a witch. I will put a picture here of what it's going to look like finished. And I have, on the first time it got called, I did the legs, and then on the second time I started the body, and this got called on Tuesday and Thursday. So if you didn't know, my temperature crafting is, I didn't explain this at the beginning, I do apologise. I've assigned 10 projects to numbers, so 0 to 9, and I'm using predicted temperatures now. I was picking on the day, but now on a Sunday I'm going through the next week, looking at the high of every day and taking the last number. So on Tuesday and Thursday it was 15 degrees, so this is number 5, and with cross stitch I'm putting 100 stitches into that project. If it's knitting or crochet, I'm just knitting or crocheting for an hour on that project. So yeah, that is the way that that's going. I don't know if it's called for this week. I have done this week's temperatures. Let's have a look. Yes, it is called for 3 days this week. It's going to be 15, 3 days. So I will get another 300 or just over, normally just over 300 stitches. So I'm hoping that witch will be done. This is living in a pickle lily bag. Again, not very cross stitchy themed, but yarny themed. It is what it is. I don't have many cross stitch bags, as I've said before, but I have purchased a few things from Canny Little Fox, and I've got a bag here that I'm using, a bag down there that I'm using, and I've got 2 travel cases that I'm using. One is here. I'll show you very quickly. I've got another one as well. So in here is living my printed cross stitch, because it's just a pick up and go. Don't have to follow a pattern, don't need my iPad. It's got a pair of scissors in there, it's got a thread bed, a space for my flosses, a place for my canvas, and I can just pick up and go. So I do have this one, and I've got one with really cute fairies on it as well. Also, the next thing I want to talk about quickly is another cross stitch project, and this is a bag that I got from Canny Little Fox, and in here is living Ian's car, which is huge. So this is the first bag that I bought, and then this was the second bag that I bought with mushrooms on it, and in here is living my toy shop by Dimensions that I haven't worked on yet this month, so I'm not going to talk about that just yet. So in here is living Ian's car. It's huge. It's not on a frame at the moment, like a Q snap or anything, because I decided to do this a little bit different. So you would have seen this before. Let me just show you the whole thing. So this is a printed canvas, and this is what it looks like. Sorry, there's hanging threads on it. Oh God. Yeah, there's hanging threads on it, but this is Ian's car. Now, I did the wheel first, then I went up to the window, and I have completed the window, this one here. This line here is a reflection that if we don't like when the whole thing is completed, I'm just going to go over these stitches with this like grey colour. So I've been watching quite a lot of Flosstube, to be honest. I'm really enjoying it, and seeing new whips and like new patterns and stuff like that. And I like the way people stitch differently. Some people do it in blocks, some people do it typewriter, so they go along the top row, if they're doing it by blocks or whatever. So I decided to try diagonal, but diagonal in 10 by 10 boxes, not diagonal, straight diagonal. That makes sense. However, I did that for 3 boxes, and I found that I was going too far with the floss. So I will show you my back, don't judge. I started up in the top corner, and look how messy that is, but the front is a different story. Now, I started with this block here, then I went along, the light is terrible, then I went to this block here, then this block, and then I was going to go diagonally. And then I thought to myself, why don't I concentrate on getting this building, because you can see there is different sections. So like this is one building, this is another building, this looks like another building with windows. Do you see what I mean? You can see there's different buildings. So I thought, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the typewriter method, which is you pick your top left colour and you go along until that thread runs out. Then you go back, pick the next top left, go all the way along until that runs out, and carry on like that until these, it was 3, yeah, so these 3 blocks were done completely. And obviously, yes, I've got stitches along here, and then I went down to the next 10 block and along, and I am still doing that one now. Ouch, there's a needle there, Denise. My needle's up here. So you can just about make up or make out this is a window here and stuff. So I have completed up to about here and there. So that bit there is complete, other than one stitch. So you can see that, like, this is a roof, this is a window, and I kept looking at the original pattern just to see if I could see what it was, because when you're working up close it just looks like a mash of colours, and like there's pink in that, and I'm like, pink in the building? But once you look further away, you can sort of make out what it looks like. Now, the idea for this, I know I'm talking about this a bit longer, sorry. The idea for this is to carry on with this, because a lot of people say, like with cross stitch and that, you have to do your vegetables, which is the boring bits. So I want to finish this building. I did start going downwards, but then I realised that I was running out of pattern before the floss. So I was like, oh, there's more stitches that way, let's go that way. And as you can see, I've got a few hanging threads because I was like, I don't want to go too far. And I was doing this all in hand. And the other reason I was doing this is because this little bit here will not fit in a Q-snap. Now this won't fit in a normal hoop or anything. It will have to go in a Q-snap. But I'm thinking if I can get all the outer done, I can then put this in a Q-snap and I either start going down or whatever. We are going away for Christmas to my parents, and this is going to be a project that I take because, that's upside down, I am going to try and fill in as much red. So all this here is red. I'm going to try and fill in as much red as I can. And it wasn't until I looked at this. These are parked threads from when I did the wheel. And I just haven't put them in yet. When I looked back at this, I was like, oh, this is a handle. This is the door handle. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting more and more of this done. It's huge and I think it's going to be good. It's going to take a while. Now I worked on this for 3 days, I think. No, well, not solidly. Like I normally pick my cross stitch up in the evening, to be perfectly honest, and I had done a lot of this in the evening. But can you see where I said that I wanted to go down, but then I had run out, so then I was like, oh, let me go back up here. Anyway, so that is Ian's car. This will be in my whip basket. That's what I'm going to call it, my whip basket. For the foreseeable, because it is something that I just want to carry on with and get as much progress as I possibly can until I get bored. Hopefully that won't be too long, or hopefully that won't happen, but there is a lot of stitches. So yeah, that is all of the cross stitch that I have got this week. So yeah, that is that. Okay, the next thing is my outline tee, and that is living in this lovely bag that I got from my friend Sarah, and I am using, I will put, have I got a picture? I have got a picture. This is the outline tee. This is by Jessie Made Designs. I have knit this before. I absolutely love it. I am doing this in crinkly yarn, sorry. Bamboo silk cashmere from Temu in black. And I have used a whole ball. Yes, I've used a whole ball and I have got this much. I have got stitch markers in for my dropped stitches, but this yarn is knitting up so lovely. I really, really do like it. So I might have to order some more. It was really, really cheap. It's quite, I don't know, it feels a bit like cotton. It's not hard on my hands or anything. But I am enjoying working on it. So I need to put, now bearing in mind this pattern is not got any sleeves or anything, so I've got another 5 balls. What I should do is knit the other 2, because there's 6 altogether, knit the other 2, see where I am in this, and then work out whether I actually need to order more or not, because I don't need a whole pack of 6. more black yarn. So we're just gonna see how that goes. I'm knitting this all to pattern. The only difference that I'm gonna make is making the body a little bit longer. I did that with my like maroony colour one. It was called Mallow. It was one of the cones that I used. And yeah, so I am enjoying working with this yarn. Let me get one out. It is really nice. I haven't had any problems with knots or anything like that, touch wood. But this is what it looks like. This is the ball band. There's not much information on the ball band, to be perfectly honest. It says you can iron it, you can't bleach it, you can dry clean it, dry it in the shade, and it says plain, unfold, arid. I do not know what that means. It is 60% bamboo, 30% silk and 10% cashmere. And it's just 50 gram. It doesn't have meterage on it or anything, but it is really, really nice. I was gonna leave that ball out as it's gonna be, is it gonna be called this week? It is, it's gonna be called Once. I know a lot of people, sorry, crinkling. I know a lot of people that do, so with the temperature thing that I'm doing, I've got that from Flosstube. So people assign their cross stitches and they don't work on them outside of temperature crafting, temperature stitching. I am, so I will pick this up. This is called for on Wednesday. I might pick this up on Wednesday and just work on it all day Wednesday. Or I'll pick it up, I don't know, maybe on Thursday and do a little bit. So I will get my hour in, but then I will also get other progress on it as well. The next thing is my Panopia. I might have a picture of this, but then again I might not. Oh, it's been folded up. I don't think I have, so I will have to insert a picture. No, this is the wrong anyway, this is my fluffy poof. We're just gonna go with the fluffy poof. This is not my Panopia, this is the fluffy poof. And this is by Hedgehog Fibres. It's a free pattern and this is what it's gonna look like. Well, mine is not gonna look like that, but that is what the shape is gonna look like. I am knitting this in, oops, I think I've got some hanging on my chair somewhere, in my lovely yarn from my friend Nancy. She gifted me some of this, which is, I can't say the first word. It's Angora with merino wool, papatia. Anyway, it's this here, and I do need another ball out, so that's all good. Anyway, my progress on this is a lot. I am using one of my yarn spinners for this. This is all of the first ball that I've got left, and I have worked from that stitch marker down since the last time you see this, which would have been, I don't think it was in October, so probably September, but I literally, this is what I've worked on this week, or this, like in November, sorry, since I've pulled it out. So from that stitch marker, this is going to be stunning. It's very, very halo-y. Can you see that? Ian's going to absolutely hate it because he doesn't like anything that's got floof on it. I've got a cardigan at the moment that I got from Asda, and it's not as much as this, but whenever I get in the car, And he's like, oh, you got that cardigan on again. Because he's like, he just wants to constantly pick the hair out of it. Anyway, so I should have got a hanger, but this is my progress. This is my body from the armhole. I'm not sure how long I want this. I was thinking, but then I don't think I'm going to need to. I was thinking of doing the sleeves first, because I don't want to run out of yarn. But this is one whole ball, and I've got another 2. Yes, I've got another 2. So I honestly think that one ball will do 2 sleeves. What do you think? It looks huge, but I want it to be oversized and poofy. Does that make sense? And obviously this needs to come round. It needs a band on it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should do the sleeves first. The problem that I have with sleeves is I always knit them and then they end up really short. So these are supposed to be balloon sleeves. Now I've knit them to a good length, but then as soon as I start moving around, everything rides up my body, and the sleeves just become really short. But look, I've got all this extra material that if I pull it down, the sleeve is a good length. Anyway, so I think it must say in the pattern what to knit it to, and I'm gonna try and knit to the pattern length. So I might try and get the rest of that ball in. Is this on? No, it's not on. It's not on interchangeable needles. Like, do I really need much? Do you know what? I don't need. I'm not gonna have that again, am I? There's no way I'm going to knit that again. So I'm going to have plenty. I'm going to have plenty to do the sleeves and the rib. Yeah, there's going to be loads. So I'm going to carry on with the body and get that done. So that is my fluffy poof. I absolutely love it. I don't think this comes out this week. No, so this doesn't come out this week. However, I will work on it and see how we get on. My temperature crafting, I have exchanged one project out, which was my love bag. If you remember, I'm doing a mosaic bag that has got love all over it. Now, if you watch Tonya's whip roundup, she has actually pulled her love bag out. She don't want it anymore. And she says she doesn't really ever want to work on it. I do want to work on it. I really do enjoy it. However, the pattern is a pain in the bum because it's over loads of pages. And on Knit Companion, I've got it on Knit Companion, you have to keep flicking between the pages. I have to do that with my Haunted House blanket, but I don't know. Yeah. So, I didn't put the instructions back. So I exchanged that out for the Panopia, which I am going to show you next. That is living in, is it an Emma Ball? No, it's a Jane Crow bag. I am knitting this. Is there a picture? There is. This was a free pattern by Expression Fibre Arts. That is what this is going to look like. So on a Friday, if you sign up to her, I think it's her newsletter or something, every Friday she puts a pattern up for free. You can download it, add it to your library. I'm not sure if you can add it to Ravelry, but I know you can download it from her website for free. And I just say, the ones that I want, I just save onto my files. So yeah, that is the Panopia. I'm knitting this in a cone. So I used one of these to knit my outline tee, so I know that I really enjoy it. It is knit front and back separately, so I'm having to knit and purl. So, oh, it matches very closely to my Whitmore. Colours are terrible. It doesn't help that I've put a new screen protector on my phone, and it's one of them privacy ones, so everything seems darker. So if you don't know, you can get privacy screen protectors, so if someone's sat next to you, they can't see your screen. And I've got one on my phone because I got them from Temu. They were one of the free gifts, not realising they were privacy ones, because that doesn't bother me at all. And my one, the one that on my phone had cracked, so I was like, oh, let me just change it. I don't like it. So I might get, I did change it myself, so I might actually just change it to a normal one, because everything just seems so much darker. Anyway, tangent. Oh, it's raining. Oh. Anyway, this is the progress that I've got. I will put a stitch marker in when I pick this up next. This gets called twice for this week. Obviously not every single day I'm going to be able to get my temperature crafting done. This week I've only done, I'm looking at the wrong week. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong week. Oh, silly bum. So I was looking at this week. The Fluffy Poof comes out once, but I don't think I'm going to work on that because of the day that it comes out on. The Panopia is actually today's project, so this will get an hour today. Magic comes out 3 times, I think I said that. The Rough Road hat comes out once, and Toy Shop, the Dimensions cross stitch, comes out once, but again, don't think I'll work on that because of the day that it comes out. Okay, right. I probably won't get every single day done. It just is however life goes, basically. So this will get an hour's work today. I'll put a stitch marker on. Yeah, it is 4-ply yarn, really enjoying it. I really like these cones. I got these when they were on offer. I think they were like £8 a cone, 500 grams. I'm just trying to wind some of the yarn back on. 500 grams, and the grey one that I got, I actually got the ribbon on my Radvent. I got a Alpine Bloom, and there was something else I knit as well. I used it for, and I've still got loads left. So these just go on forever. Okay, that's that project. Let's go to the next, which is Living in Another Bag by my lovely friend Sarah. This was a birthday gift. Also, the yarn inside was a birthday gift. And this is my Stephen West Music Owl. And I have got my yarn in a tangle. There we go. I am now on clue 4. I'm in no rush to get this finished. I was originally going to try and get it finished for this weekend. I don't think that's going to happen unless I cast off now. But I'm feeling like I want to do another brioche section. Brioche. We'll go into more of that in the next project. I've just done lots of brioche, and I have learnt how to repair brioche. Again, I'll go into that in a sec. So this is my music owl. I'm going to hold it upside down because it's easier. And this is one part of it. And this is the other part of it. I love it as individual sections. I think it's very, very jarring to the eye, laid out, but no one is gonna wear it laid out, are they? It's gonna be round their neck and whatever. So I did the first section of brioche using colour A and colour D. And then the next set of brioche is going to be B and D. I can't remember. And I have looked at some people's, I have looked at some finished objects, and a lot of people have only put one section of brioche in, and there's people that have put 2 sections in, and again lots of people that have put 3, and I think you can go for as long as you want. I think I'm thinking of putting 2 sections in because to me, where's the middle ish, it's not very deep, but then I suppose is it is quite deep, isn't it? Like if I wore it it's not going to go around my neck properly. Just do that. Yeah, it's gonna be, it's very odd. Anyway, I want to put another section of brioche in it anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and then hopefully it'll be finished. This is gonna be a project that I might pick up this week. I'm not sure. I did want it finished for this weekend, but we'll see, because I don't think what I'm gonna wear is gonna go with this anyway. So yeah, anyway, that is my Stephen West musicale that I have enjoyed working on. I have enjoyed knitting. The only thing that I didn't really enjoy was the slip stitch section, which was this basket weave bit, because it just felt like it took forever. I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't as enjoyable. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to untangle it. So that is that, and I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks this will be done, finished, off the needles. It's quite close to a finish really, isn't it? Now the next project that I've been working on is my Mild Magic. So I did that brioche, and I was like, right, the next thing I want to work on is my Mild Magic. Picked it out, got the pattern up on my Knit Companion, to realise it was more brioche. And oh, this is huge. So this is living in a me-made bag, but look at the size of this, and look at the project that's in it. Now there's not much yarn left in this, it's all project. Yes, I haven't got yarn attached, so I don't know why. This is all project. It's humongous, it's beautiful, it's on cords, and yeah, this could be a thumbnail, couldn't it? I wonder if I could hold it up and try and get a thumbnail. It's inside out, but never mind. Anyway, so I needed to do brioche. Oh my goodness, my brioche. I'm gonna try and that's it. It's on a cable, but the cable's quite short. So this is my brioche section. As you can see, I've run out of yarn. Let me show you the right way round. Not that it really matters, but I don't want to lose my stitches off the end. As you can see, I've run out of yarn, and I had to add more colours into it, more like a different colour, and then I run out again on the last 4 rows, I think. So then I had to add another colour. Anyway, this is my brioche that I made a mistake in. Do you think I can see where it is now? How has that happened? I spent hours trying to fix brioche. It's here somewhere, I know it is. I found it. So I made a mistake by putting a yarn at the front instead of the back. So it's single colour brioche, so you're not doing the row twice. And I was like, okay, let me watch a video on how to tink back. Oh my goodness, so easy. Like, fixing brioche is so simple. However, I made a mistake, and I can really see it. It's really annoying. I don't know why it's done this. I pulled my stitch down, and for some reason the stitches that were on this side and the stitches that were on this side, say there's 4 stitches, this side was twisted. So there was a twist in the middle. Instead of going straight across like this, they were twisted. And I was just like, no. So I thought, right, let me just tink back however I can. And I did. It looked terrible. So I took it back down, I tinked it back, and I spent about an hour trying to fix this bit of brioche. And this is the best I could do. No one's probably ever going to notice it that much, but I can, and I don't know what I did wrong. Honestly, I don't know why my stitches are twisted. I did try and tink back 2 rows at the same time, but that didn't really work. I need a Nancy, that's what I need. I need a Nancy here to fix my brioche because it went horribly wrong. So this is where my brioche is a little bit wrong. I'm so annoyed with myself because I was doing so well and then it just went all tits up. But all in all, from far away, you can't really see it, I'm hoping. So yeah, that is my brioche section of this done. It took forever. Felt like it took forever. And I am finding with this project that sections are just taking so long. The section I did before that was, I'm trying to think. So, oh, that's right. In Vlogtober, I did this section and it reminded me of flowers, like in a meadow. Then I did, I think I did this section. And then this seed stitch section. And then I picked up for this, oh, I can't remember what order I did it in, but yeah, so this is the brioche, and now I need to pick up stitches along this bottom bit here. Oh, the needle's on the floor. I need to pick up stitches. This is just, basically this is how it's going to go on my body. I need to pick up stitches along that little bit there. Can you see where? Oh. I need to pick up stitches here to square off this bit here, so it's all straight at the bottom. This is going to be one of the squidgiest things I've ever made. I did do brioche along here, and I did quite well with this brioche. I don't think there's any mistakes in it that I can see. But yeah, so there is another section of brioche in this, but it's right at the bottom, and I don't know whether I'm going to put that in or not because it's really long. Anyway, there's quite a few ends that I need to weave in. and I am enjoying working on this, but I haven't got much yarn left. So this is the middle section that will go here. I've shown this before many a times, and basically I can't remember now. Basically it's going to go a bit like this. Oh, that's it. That will go like that. So that is an arm, and then that will go across there over that side of my body, and then it will be a bit like that. So at the moment, I don't know if I can stand up. It is a bit short. Oh. So it will need, can you see where I need to do this bit here? It does need some lengthening on it, and that is rib, I think. It's definitely, no, it's mesh. So it's going to be like this. So it's mesh, and a bit like this here. So that will be quite nice. Now, the plan last night, before I had to fix the brioche multiple times, was to get this finished for the weekend. I've got 5 days. I don't think this is going to need blocking because it's huge, it's heavy. I honestly don't think blocking this is going to do it any favours, to be honest, because of the weight of it and the size and the way that I just want it to stay squishy and lovely. And so yeah, the plan was to get this finished for the weekend. Now I can speak about the weekend, not that I couldn't before, but I was keeping you in suspense. Yeah, so that is my Mild Magic. I don't know how much it weighs yet, but it's a lot. And the yarn that I've got left in here, it's not a lot really. I don't really want to get it all out. Oh, I can, can't I? It's odd balls, so I'm gonna end up having a lot of random bits on this side of the I don't even really know what it's called. He's called it a sweater. It's not a sweater, it's like an hoodie. It's like a blanket, but like a poncho blanket. Planket. Pop. No, that don't really make sense, does it? I don't know. Anyway. So that is my Mild Magic, which I will work on. I will pick up for the next section, and then this is going to be a bit of a focus piece, and I don't think I'm going to get it done for the weekend because the sections are huge and it's just going to take forever, but it's something that I want to concentrate on as well as get everything else done. There we go. So this weekend I am very, very, very excited because I am going to the Christmas Wool Show. So it's just a one-day event. It's in Birmingham. It's in the NCC. Meeting up with a couple of friends on the Saturday. We're staying over on the Saturday, and we're going to the show on the Sunday. And I'm very, very excited. I said to Ian I'm not going to buy much. He went, "You're a liar." And I went, "No, I'm not." He said, "Well, you've still got birthday money to spend." But the main things that I want is a couple more bags from, I don't think there's one here. Oh, there it is. Gibbery Rousseau's, and I believe they're going to be there. Now, their bags are quite thin, and I really like these because these are good for cross stitch. So actually at the moment I do have a cross stitch in here, and it's in a Q-snap and it fits quite perfectly. So I'm hoping that I can get a couple of these style bags to add to my cross stitch bag collection. I love this one because it's got coffee on it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a couple more of those. I want to get a couple more cables, so I want some shorter cables, and I also want another 10-inch circular in a 2.25. And I think that is pretty much it. Sorry, my needle's on the floor. And that is pretty much it, to be perfectly honest, that I'm planning on going for. I'm classing this more as a social meetup than a go and buy loads of stuff. I obviously will probably buy yarn, but I don't want to go mad like I did at the Southern Wool Show, because that was a 2-day event. You go one day and you come back and you're like, oh, I wish I'd picked up this, I wish I'd picked up that. Where when it's a 1-day event, you go, you look, you come away and you're like, I wish I picked up this, but there isn't a second day to go and pick up these things. So yeah, that's what I'm planning. I honestly do not want to buy too much because I'm running out of space. I'm really feeling the pressure with my whips at the minute. Like, I've got all of these whips here, but my cupboards are still full up. And I think I just want to whittle down some of my whips. And I know I haven't got as many whips as some other people. But I just don't have the space to keep casting on things. And I want to cast off stuff so that things don't take as long to to make, because I haven't got 15 whips to work on. And I'm trying to concentrate on just a few things at a time. And I know there's quite a few here, but the MCal I didn't want to put away because I wanted to get that done. The Mould Magic was supposed to be a focus piece for October, but then I did the shawl. The outline tee I did really want for this weekend as well, but I've already got one, so that's fine. And the fluffy poof, I did want that for this weekend as well, but it is what it is. I might even take that to my mum's with me because it doesn't weigh anything. It's like carrying air. It's so light, it's unbelievable. So it's absolutely pouring down now. I'm gonna go and make a drink, sort out my mess. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I will be uploading hopefully a weekly vlog. I don't know if I'm going to be vlogging much because I want to keep that for December. I'm not going to be doing Vlogmas as in each day, I don't think, because obviously we are going away. It's going to be very hectic just before we go away and stuff. More about that to come later on. And yeah, so the plan is to do my podcast throughout November up until we go away, and then I don't even know what projects I'm taking away with me, to be honest, because of room. I want to take Ian's car with me, and I have got a little I've got a little Mill Hill kit that I purchased from Lakeside Needlecraft, but I was thinking of getting my mum to try it, and because she used to do cross stitch many years ago, and I thought she might enjoy having a go at doing that, but we'll see. That doesn't weigh anything, that's like a tiny little piece of paper. It's got the beads in it. Oh my god, the beads are so tiny. They are so tiny. But I think she might enjoy that. We'll see. But I'm going to take it. If she doesn't want to do it, then I'll do it. This is the floss for my long dog that I want to start. I'm still waiting for the 18 count Ada. I did get a question to say, am I doing 2/2? No, I will be doing 2/1 on 18 count. The piece of fabric in here is 28 count, but my margins were too small. So this will get used for something else. And Ian found more fabric in the lift up bit of the table. Last night he went, "You've got Ada here," and I was like, "Have I?" He went, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, it's the Lakeside Needlecraft Fabric of the Month from I don't know what month, but anyway." Was there anything else that I want to talk about? Probably once I turn off the camera. It's always the way. No, I don't think there is. I will, if there is, it will be in the weekly vlog. But yeah, I hope you all have a lovely crafty week. Let me know what you're working on. Is there anything that I'm working on that you're working on? Let me know. I'll be very interested in that. And the next time you see me in a podcast, I will have a little bit of haul from the Christmas Wall Show. I don't know whether I'm going to vlog it or not. I might do. I suppose I could, couldn't I? No harm in just taking the camera anyway. I'll take my action and then I can have the mic attached to me. So that might be a plan. So you might see a little Christmas yarn show vlog. But yeah, I really need to sort out my projects and finish stuff. That is the plan. Finish stuff. That's what's going to happen in November, I'm hoping. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm really rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. If you've got to the end, then leave me a comment. And if you have got to the end, leave me, I don't know, a ball of yarn or something, emoji or whatever below. Yeah, thank you, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye guys.